Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start our reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start on reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining in, and apologies for coming in late. Last minute changes to a few things and had to adjust. But we're here. Thank you. Zambian time. Hopefully it doesn't happen again this week or the weeks to come. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I'm glad that we're here together. We do have a wonderful book to read together today. I hope that you all had a lovely weekend. I see the comments coming in already. Thank you so much. Please let us know where you're joining in from. And indeed, if anybody's joining in with you, let us know so we can say hi to them as well. Thank you so much. I hope that you had a lovely weekend. And keeping in mind too, out here, I know that especially the people in Pajaro near Santa Cruz out here in California, with floods and so on, and so just keeping everybody in mind, and if we can, let's donate to those causes that are helping out with relief work in such areas. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Today we do have The Dreamer from Il-sung Na coming back after almost a year and a half now, but yeah, it is back here. The Dreamer, Il-sung Na, this one coming to us, and I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you for being here with us, and let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy a wonderful story. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Christine Costa, and of course Miles and Owen, thank you so much for joining us today on Story Time. And you say, hope you had a great weekend. I did. Thank you so much. Maybe too good of a weekend. Relaxed, and now thinking like, oh, there's this to be done and that to be done. But it was worth it. It was worth it to just lay around and relax and play some soccer. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I hope that your weekend was a good one too. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Sarah and Nathan out in chilly and gray Illinois. We're so happy for Books and Friends to brighten our Monday. Oh my goodness, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. And of course, good morning to you as well, Amanda West. Thank you. We are so happy for Books and Friends to brighten our Monday. Wow, I love that. Hugs to you. Thank you so much for sharing. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Tara, McNamara, Erin, and Clara in Massachusetts. We're expecting a lot of snow tonight. Hope you're staying safe in the rain. Definitely, so far so good. With nothing compared to what we're hearing in the news elsewhere, but definitely as we're out on the roads, keeping an extra eye out, and taking the day off if it is needed and the storms get too crazy. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Thank you for checking in, and I hope that you had a lovely weekend, and I'm glad to see you here. Good morning to you one more time, Erin and Clara, and of course Tara McNamara. Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time. Good morning to you, Soraya. Hope you're staying safe out here in Oakland. Thank you for being here, and of course good morning to you, Sharon Lungo, as well. Thank you for being here with us all the way out in Kentucky. How are you doing today? Megan and Ari, thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. And they say it's cloudy and cold out there in Kentucky. Thank you so much for being here. Please get ready, get comfortable, get cozy as we'll be getting started with our book very shortly. But before then, too, just a reminder that Marietta Apollonia will be here on Storytime on May 11th, and with the brand new book, Jack the Library Cat. So keep an eye out for that. Let's get to do some art together and, of course, read together too. Thank you so much for joining in. And yeah, just keep an eye out for that one. I'll be back after this short break when we're back for more story time and our book for today. Thank you for joining in. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda Davis. I'm a children's book author, illustrator, and high school art educator. I am the author of 30,000 Stitches, the inspiring story of the National 9/11 flag, illustrated by Sally Warren Comport and published with Worthy Kids # book group. One thing that drew me to writing 30,000 Stitches was the idea that people from all different communities came out to stitch this flag and make it whole again. So I hope that when people read 30,000 Stitches, they remember the power of sharing our stories. When people came out to stitch the flag, they shared their stories, whether about loss or pain or love. We all have stories to tell, and by sharing our stories and listening to one another's stories, we can create a better understanding of each other and create a sense of connection and unity. And this is what creates a more inclusive world. I hope you enjoy your story time with Mr. LaMotta. Bye, everybody.
Yes, welcome back. Thank you indeed. Thank you, Amanda Davis. If you've not read 30,000 Stitches, check it out and see that inspiring story. And yes, a more inclusive world is what we yearn for, is what we want, is what we demand. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for that lovely message, Amanda Davis. Today we're reading The Dreamer. Yes, we can dream. We can dream. And this one is written and illustrated by Il-Sung Na. And we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And also coming from Chronicle Books, their spring catalog is out, and we will be bringing those to Storytime. So keep an ear out, coming shortly here to Storytime. The Dreamer, Il-Sung Na, and Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Here we go. The Dreamer, written and illustrated by Il-Sung Na. Read with permission and published by Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Once there was a pig who admired birds. Once there was a pig who admired birds. But he could never join them, could he? Once there was a pig who admired birds. But he could never join them, could he? When they flew south, he wanted to follow. Once there was a pig who admired birds, but he could never join them, could he? And when they flew south, he wanted to follow. There was much to learn. Yes. Look at all that work. There was much to learn indeed. Well, there was much to learn and gather. But his first flying machines fell flat. Oh. Have you tried something and have it not work out the first few times, maybe not work out at all. There was much to learn and gather. But his first flying machines fell flat. What was Pig to do? He tried and tried. That's all you can do sometimes, isn't it? He tried and tried. There was much to learn and gather. But his first flying machines fell flat. He tried and tried. He pondered, and inspiration struck. He tried and tried. He pondered, and inspiration struck. His hope blossomed. He tried and tried. He pondered. And then inspiration struck. His hope blossomed. But even with help, it was not easy. Oh my. But even with help, it was not easy. Oh, I had a big sneeze come on. But even with help, it was not easy. Sometimes it's like that, right? So he listened. Yes, inspiration struck. But even with help, it was hard. So he listened. And ideas came from all over. Whispers. So he listened. And modified. Momentum built. And that's what all you can do at times. You listen. You make changes. You modify. Momentum built. Could this be it? He listened and modified. Momentum built. Until one day, he listened and modified. Momentum built. Until one day, what happened? Until one day, it took a running start. Oh my. Cross your fingers, everybody. Let's hope this works. Yes. He listened. He modified. Momentum built. Until one day, he took a running start. Oh, we watch him go. Oh, I hope this works. I hope this works. Yes, fingers crossed. Whoa! Whee! Oh my goodness. Yes, momentum belt. Until one day he took a running start. And whee! Off he went. Off he went. Oh my. There was no height he couldn't reach, was there? Mm-mm. There was no height he couldn't reach, was there? Wow. He decided to find out, where else can I go? What other heights can I reach? There was no height he couldn't reach, was there? He decided to find out. I hope this one works too. Oh my. Look at me go. Ah, you're so far away from home. There was no height he couldn't reach, was there? He decided to find out and watch him go. Ah. Soon the world wanted to join him. Soon the world wanted to join him. What's this mission you're on? What's this quest you're on? Can we join you? Can we fly with you? Can we dream with you? Soon the world wanted to join him. And so they did. Some days everything felt changed. Ah, yeah. Pig the pioneer, setting trend. So the world wanted to join, and they did. Some days everything felt so changed. And some things never would. Some things never would, indeed. Still admiring the birds. Still dreaming. Once there was a pig who admired birds. And when they flew south, he wanted to follow. And that is the end of our story today. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I hope you enjoyed it. Join me on the other side of this short break when we're back for more Story Time. Thank you indeed for being here with us.
Hi, everybody. I'm Savita Murthy from Tandem Partners in Early Learning. We're a nonprofit organization working at the intersection of early childhood education and social justice. And our goal is to bring high-quality early learning experiences to the communities we serve. How do we do this? We bring beautiful books and learning materials for children, workshops and playgroups for families, and professional development for teachers. Tune in on Friday to learn more about us and the work we do. And now it's back to story time with Mr. Lamada.
Welcome back. Thank you indeed, Savita Murthy. If you've not checked out Tandem for early learners, please do check them out. Amazing work that they're doing, and they have great resources too for kids at home. And maybe you're snowed in, and or maybe the kids are not feeling well in their home, or maybe you want to look up some stuff for homeschooling. Please do. They have amazing resources. Just check them out. And if you need more information, you need contacts, please let me know. I will gladly connect you with the team at Tandem. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Glad we were here together. The dreamer. Yes, what's possible when we dream, right? Thank you so much for joining in. And looking at what Pig was doing too in here, it makes me think at times, we may think of things or do things that are way ahead of the curve. And sometimes it might seem crazy. But then, later on, everybody begins to catch up and things begin to happen. So keep that dream alive, keep inspiring, keep being you. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed that one, the dreamer and all they had to achieve. And sometimes things don't really have to change. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. If you loved that one and you thought it went for your heart, well, wait until you join us tomorrow for Heartstring. This one coming back tomorrow from Brooke Boynton Hughes and Chronicle Books of San Francisco. A beautiful one indeed. And please, if you can, join us. It is a wonderful, wonderful book. We'll be bringing that one back to Storytime. Heartstring coming tomorrow to you. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you, friends. Hugs, hugs, hugs to each and every one of you. I hope that you had a lovely weekend, and I hope that you have a wonderful week ahead. And yes, looking forward to more story times together. And of course, hopefully too, that wherever you are, you and your loved ones have wonderful days ahead. Beautiful days full of sunshine, whether, like physical sunshine or indeed the sunshine that we bring to each other. Thank you so much for joining in. I am glad that we were here together. And indeed, one more time, let us see who was with us. I am so glad that you love it out there. Ari, thank you so much for joining in out in Kentucky, where it is cloudy and cold today. But hopefully the dreamer warmed your heart today. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely glad that we were here together. Soraya and Sharon Lungo right here in Oakland, thank you so much for joining in. I hope that you have a wonderful day indeed. Thank you for being here with us. Happy Monday to you. Good morning to you, Erin and Clara. And I must say too, I hope that you're feeling better now. I hope that you're feeling a lot better from last week when you had a little bit of the sniffles. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Tara McNamara, thank you for being here with us out there in Massachusetts. And you're expecting snow tonight, but you hope everyone is staying safe in the rain out here in California and wherever they are indeed. Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate you, Erin, Clara, and Tara. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Good morning to you one more time, Sarah and Nathan out in chilly and gray Illinois. We're so happy for Books and Friends to brighten our Monday. Oh, yes, indeed. So are we here at Storytime. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing that beautiful message. Absolutely appreciate you. Miles and Owen, also in Massachusetts, you say, hope you had a great weekend. Well, had a great weekend indeed. And you know what? Monday is off to a great start because of all you beautiful people here with me this morning. Hugs. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you again tomorrow when we're back for Heartstring. Keep dreaming. Keep being you. Your dreams are valid. You matter. You're important. And we want to see what you can achieve. What heights can't you reach? Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you, friends. I'll see you again tomorrow. Much love from me. Bye-bye.
Storytime with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all reading? We just can't wait to be hearing